Hello! Today we're going to be looking at whatever on earth is in here. Some sort of arcade box. So, not much going on the outside of this. It is a kind of fabric feeling type carry case for whatever's inside. So we'll undo the zip. It's got a nice handle on it. Here we go. So, we've got a nice and lovely HDMI cable. Very handy. I've only got 700 of those. The box itself that says arcade box arcade. We'll come back to that in a moment. Then on the other side, in yet more lovely shrink wrap, we've got a nice PS3 style, or PS2 style even, wired controller. Lovely stuff. And I'm guessing this other wonderfully well shrink wrapped item is more of the same. And like some kind of psychic, it is. And we have hopefully a UK plug, because I am in the UK. Yes, a UK plug. And finally, a user manual. Pause it if you want to read it. Let's take a closer look to the box itself. So it says Box Arcade, got some interesting artwork on there. Looks like literally a boxer, an arcade, some sort of stick. Joystick by the looks of things, and it says AD 1900. Hope that's not when it was manufactured, otherwise it might not work as well as we expect. On the underneath it says arcade box, rating 12 volts 1 amp, input 12 volts 1 amp, output HDMI/AV, recyclable, made in China. And these little covers here are for screws, and they also act as something to stand it on. So working our way around the arcade box, we've got a power switch there, got the power input there, HDMI out, Ethernet, AV out. On the other side, 2 USB ports, and looks like a memory stick, which will have many games on it. So it is a 64GB stick. We'll just put that back in. Card rather, not stick. Nothing around the other sides. Let's switch it on and have a play. So as I thought, it runs Emulec. I've got this running on a 4K TV. It'd be interesting to see what resolution it runs at. Doesn't look like it's any higher than 1080p at the moment, but that could change. Right, so apparently there are 33,000 plus games on this. So we'll just scroll through, see what system's on there and how many games are on there. Then we'll have a bit of a test of the gameplay. So it opens up on Super Nintendo with 1,232 games. Super Graphics 5 games, Vectrex 71 games, Virtual Boy 29 games, Wonder Swan 112, Wonder Swan Color 91, Sinclair ZX Spectrum 5,252 games, all games, which is all of them. There we go, 33,424. Wow. Favourites 0, because I've just switched it on for the first time. Amstrad CPC 357, Atari 2600 643, Atari 5200 73, Atari 7800 64, Atari 800 5097, Lynx 76, Atari ST 4742, Atomic Wave 7, Commodore 64 4978, Capcom Play System 1 32, Capcom Play System 2 38, Capcom Play System 3 6, Dreamcast 3 games, Final Burn Neo rather, 96 games, Famicom Disk System 229, Game & Watch, wow, 53. Game Gear 263. Game Boy 493. Game Boy Advance 1081. Game Boy Color 548. Sega Genesis or Mega Drive if you're in the UK 890. In television 159. MAME, which is arcade, in case you didn't realise, 1927. Sega Master System 492. Another Genesis section there, 1193. MSX2 564. N64, now we're talking. So I know we've seen Dreamcast already, but we've got N64 here with 98 games. Naomi 6 games. Nintendo DS 20 games. Neo Geo CD 7 games. Neo Geo 175. NES 1539. Neo Geo Pocket 9. Neo Geo Pocket Color 81. Odyssey 2, very nice, 116. Open Beats of Rage 5 games, so looks as though there might be some ports on here. TurboGrafx 16, 290. TurboGrafx CD 2. Got some more ports here, we'll go into them in a moment and have a look. PSP 11 games. PlayStation 45, 32X 37. Sega CD 2 games. SG-1000 68 games, and then we're back round to Super Nintendo. So we'll throw what I think is probably the most difficult at it first. We will have a look at some PSP gameplay. And we're just going to go into, looks like there's quite a few 2D type games, which suggests that this ain't going to be capable of running some of the many 3D games that are available, although we will try. We'll try Hero of Sparta, see what happens. Got the FPS counter up in the top corner, dipping well below the 60 it's supposed to run at. That looks pretty cool. Okay. There we go, it seems to be playing okay. Just taking a look in the ports section, so we've got a few different, quite a big array of ports here. It's got 2048, Cannonball, which looks pretty much like it is Outrun. Cave Story, Commander Keen, Diablo, Dino Thor, Doom, lovely, Doom 2, lovely, Flashback, lovelier, Mr. Boom, which of course is Bomberman, Open Tyrion, Prince of Persia, Quake, Rick Dangerous, and whatever that is, VV. Let's take a look through the PlayStation section and try out some gameplay. Nice array of games here. Let's give Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 a whirl. It does appear to be running quite nicely, although admittedly I'm not great at this game. I've completely forgotten how to play it. But it's looking as good as I remember. It does look a bit pants on the big screen there, to be honest. Let's take a look at something else. Just got a bit of Street Fighter 3 on the Capcom Play System 3, and it runs really nice. It's not quite the arcade experience you'd want it to be using a controller like this, but it's running well. That's the main thing, and I'm assuming you can use any of your own controllers if you so wish. Just having a look in the Dreamcast section now. A couple of games in there. We've got Capcom Fighting Collection, Marvel vs Capcom 2, and Sonic Adventure 2. So we'll have a quick attempt at Sonic Adventure 2. As you can see, it's running quite nicely. Is this? Although I can see a few graphical glitches there. but it's good enough. It's definitely playable. Not bad for Dreamcast emulation on such a cheap device. If you're scrolling through the games and you just stop on one of the games, what you'll actually see is a gameplay video, which is quite a nice touch if you want a bit of a preview of what the game's going to look like. It does look as though there isn't gameplay videos for every title. For example, here in main we've got Outrun. There's no video there, but we'll take a look at the game anyway. It's interesting, when I tried to run Outrun, this is what happened. Got a bit of a console screen, and it says there's missing files for this ROM set. Please check it against a DAT file. Aborting. Bit of a shame, but we'll find another game to try. And I have just tried Paperboy for MAME, and again, same issue. Although this time it's saying ROM set Paperboy is unknown. So I suspect I've just been unlucky in the ROMs that I chose there, because I've just gone to Penguin Adventure and it does appear to be working perfectly. No idea what this game is, never come across it before. But yeah, it looks interesting. So if the arcade version of Paperboy is not working, I'm still going to get my fix here with the N64 version. Oh my goodness, this is not how I remember it. Not necessarily a bad thing though. Wow, what were they thinking when they released this? It's actually really difficult to control with this controller. But never mind. Yes, got one. Taken out by the dog. And we will try Giga Wing 2 on the Naomi. So it looks alright, this. Not very good at it, but don't let that put you off. A few graphical glitches here and there, but still very much playable. Although top of the screen there doesn't look great. Not a bad device really. Cost me just over £40. It is admittedly just a pretty bog standard Android TV box with a 64GB memory stick included that's full of emulec and stuff to go on there to play. It was a bit disappointing that some of the games wouldn't work, but you can plug it into your network and update some of the stuff to do with it. Whether or not that's going to get it to work, I don't really know. I think probably just update the cores in emulec and that's pretty much it. But if you are wanting just a device where you get 2 game pads, loads and loads of retro games to choose from, just for a bit of fun, then you can't really go wrong with this thing. I'll leave a link in the description below, but thank you for your time watching my video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you didn't like it, then click the dislike button down below. It's all engagement, it all helps. And if you've got any questions about the arcade box, put them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.